This segment of DelmarvaLife is brought to you by Delaware Electric Cooperative.
The big concerns this weekend: storm surge, coastal flooding, very heavy rain, gusts up to 45 miles an hour or stronger inland, and 55 miles an hour or stronger at the beaches. Combine all of that and we have a mess on our hands, one that will likely result in power outages. And so we are happy to welcome back to DelmarvaLife Lauren Irby. Lauren is the Manager of Public Relations and Community Affairs at Delaware Electric Cooperative. Thanks for joining us, Lauren.
Thanks for having me this afternoon, Katie.
Absolutely. So you guys are ready. Kind of tell me about the prep work you guys are doing for this weekend.
Absolutely. Anytime there's a mention of severe weather, our crews are all hands on deck. We've been meeting this week. We've had a large meeting this morning. We're all just preparing all departments to make sure everything from the warehouse to the line crews to our media communications team, everyone's ready. We want to keep the lights on and we want to keep them on even through severe weather if possible.
Yeah. So obviously you guys are prepared. Now, what's the best thing for folks to know so they can also be prepared?
Absolutely. Well, of course, when these severe winds and flooding, possibility of flooding can impact electrical infrastructure. And so with that, we ask our members and the community to prepare for potential extended outages, and everything from preparing gallons of water for up to 3 days, non-perishable food items, making sure you have an emergency plan with your family in place, phone numbers, medications, if you have pets, food and medications for them as well. Just making sure that you can comfortably live if you do not have power in the event of extended outages. And if you do have any medical conditions or young children where living without power is not going to be very fun for you, we do if you need to, making sure you make plans to stay somewhere else, just in case there is an extended outage. We're going to do all we can to make sure we keep the lights on, but you just never know with Mother Nature sometimes.
Absolutely. And of course, if folks do have outages, it is best to report them to you guys, right?
Absolutely. You can do that by giving us a call or through our website. And we'd always like to remind anyone in the community, if you come across a down power line or electrical infrastructure, give us a call 911 as well. Treat it as if it's energized, because coming in contact with down infrastructure can lead to serious injury or even death in some cases.
All right, Lauren, well, thank you so much. Thank you for making the time to talk with us this afternoon. And thank you to all your crews. And we're so thankful for everything that you guys do to keep us safe and to keep the power on for us.
Well, thank you all so much. And we hope everyone stays safe and is careful throughout this potential storm.
Absolutely. You guys too. Thank you so much, Lauren Irby. And here's the deal. When it comes to Delaware Electric Cooperative, you can trust that they're the kind of team that rises to any challenge. As a matter of fact, the month of August proves that. They achieved something huge when it comes to Beat the Peak, and it is well worth celebrating. A milestone marking month. This past August was a proud one for Delaware Electric Co-op.
In August, we hit our $40 million savings since the inception of the Beat the Peak program in 2008.
Vice President of Member Services Kevin Yingling was around when the concept was conceived.
We started Beat the Peak, and it was one of those, kind of harebrained ideas.
Harebrained? Maybe. Ingenious? Certainly.
Beat the Peak is our kind of demand reduction energy conservation program, and we ask our members to voluntarily reduce their load during those peak events.
For a long time, the way they got this message out was through a plug-in device at folks' homes. Now it's through their app. When the bulb is green, everything's good. An hour before a Beat the Peak event, yellow. During the event, red.
They can kind of delay using their larger appliances, washer, dryer, dishwasher, pool pumps if they happen to have a pool, turn those off during these high peak periods.
Beat the Peak season runs June through September.
And obviously it's the hottest time, of the afternoon, usually that mid-afternoon time frame, midweek. And that's where the usage is so high, because think of, everybody's homes and air conditioning and what have you.
Folks can also participate using their thermostat and or electric vehicle. Kevin says Delaware Electric Co-op is fortunate to have members who buy into Beat the Peak, and because of this, everyone benefits.
They are so engaged, and they know that anytime we ask them to do a Beat the Peak event, they know that by them controlling and conserving a little bit, they're saving money for themselves. So, as a member-owned cooperative, anytime we can save money, we can pass those savings on to our members.
We're talking serious savings here.
By us being able to save these dollars on our power supply costs, we're either able to keep our rates stable or not raise rates, and hopefully in some cases able to lower rates.
It's a program that's been so successful in 15 years that other co-ops have caught on.
We trademarked the term Beat the Peak in 2008, and there are over 100 other cooperatives in the country using Beat the Peak in some form.
Kevin adds that it's important for members to know that really any way they can help out can be beneficial.
If you can raise your thermostat 1 or 2 degrees, that's great. If you can, delay using your dishwasher, that's great. If you can't, that's also okay.
But more often than not, they can, because DEC members like having the power to keep their rates reasonable.
Our members are very engaged, and that's one thing we've really worked hard is to make our members understand what being a member of the cooperative means. That they're just not a number, they're just not a customer, they're a member, they're part of our family.
A family that keeps on flourishing.
We're still at a 4 to 5% growth rate. We're adding, 4,000 members or so a year.
And those members are going to keep on conserving so everyone can keep on saving. Yeah, so big congratulations to Delaware Electric Co-op for that feat. And again, remember, they are ready to respond this weekend. And if you need to report an outage, you can find their contact information on DelmarvaLife.com. Stay safe, everybody. All right, DelmarvaLife will be right back.